Well, good evening, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. Says my mic's working. So mostly listening right now. All right, Mark, we can do that. I think I've got 4 people at the beginning of the show. Is that what I saw earlier? Man, oh, so we got 7 now. All right. Of course, my brother, the Fingers, and Chris P. I always call it Chris P. My wife loves it when I say that because she's like, what does that mean? It means I can't say his last name very well. Let's see here. John Tucci, my brother. All right, let's see here. Of course, Mark, don't take your eyes off the road, Mark. We got to keep you going there. I know you can drive. Yeah. Anyway, let me move cameras here. I've been working with some stuff here. So this is kind of what my lineup is for this evening. Sort of. You can see my arm go through here. I gotta get that one out of the way because it's not going to be in this. I've been doing a lot of driving lately. I guess I need to put my hand in like I used to. I've been doing a lot of driving lately. Oh. This thing caught up. Oh my God. Wasn't it that way? It doesn't seem that long ago, does it? Well, there's a reason it's Porsche. I didn't want to do Porsche tonight. I was going to do something else. I was going to do Group 5 cars again, but tonight I'm kind of going a little different direction. SPB, how we doing? I was going a different direction tonight because I have more of these cars in all the different brands than I do anything else. So I had to, yeah. So I took one of each group that I have that's in the 911s and put them out here. So there's only 6 brands I have covered. I did bring a couple other cars over here just to throw out there, but kind of explain a little bit about them. Kind of a new thing / for people who are new and / just to remember, the differences in cars. A lot of people are new to the hobby, and it seems like I've seen quite a few lately, and I thought I'd start off with some basic knowledge. Because I won't lie, I've been at this for, well, in March it'll be 4 years. 4 years live, something like that. So going based off that subject, hey Tad, what's up? Based off that subject, I always built tracks and never really drove anything, and I've got a lot of knowledge on driving tracks. But as I go through this learning process of cars and stuff, as far as going into tuning later on, not doing that today. Just kind of showing you the different speeds of the cars and basics versus more advanced cars, and really what the real difference is. Really, as you can see, the 6 in front of me, they're all Porsche 911s. They're all different makers. We got Scale Electric, we got Carrera, we got SCX, we got Scale Auto, NSR, and yes, a Revo slot with no magnet. Believe it or not, guys. Yeah, I was originally going to do that. But yeah, a couple things I wanted to show real quick. Well, you already seen the other one. So I've learned how to do this camera thanks to Shotgun Dave. Dale Rogers, hello. GST, David. Man, everybody's popping in. All right. So that's kind of a list. Remember when my cards were small, the fingers? Yeah, this is where I'm at. And there's some down there on the bottom shelf, the left side. Those are some of the built cards I've got that are maybe not built, not all the way finished yet. But I didn't take account of my cards. I don't have any idea how many I have. There's also in that blue cabinet where my Christmas tree used to be. I can even squeeze in that far. Let's see if I get that way. Yeah, there we go. And bring it in. That's where my BRMs and my one NSR you see in the red box there. And then my Revo slots. I have 4 Revo slots. I have 5 BRMs. I have a NSR Mosler special edition in there. And then I've got a Fly Ferrari in there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else off the top of my head. Oh, yeah, my 143rd cards. They're up there on that little blue shelf on the top shelf to the right. But anyway, let's bring this back in. If we can learn how to do this quickly. There's a broader spectrum of my room. Thought I'd show you around while I'm talking, but I have done quite a bit of changes to it, and I will see if you notice the difference right off the bat. The track stayed the same, but it got longer. So if you look at where my 160 curve is up here by Scully, that's still the same, but I've actually added 2 track links from the bridges over to it, and I removed. I got to make sure I don't show certain parts yet. I'm not ready for them. Still in the process. Nobody's not going to show it. There we go. So that's been gone because I found out that the blind spot here on this 415 curve was killing me. And yeah, it still looks dirty, and I wiped it down earlier, but I need to go back over it again. I had to wipe the other tracks down twice when I first put them back on here. Yes, it's always Christmas. The tree came down because my colored lights finally stopped flashing, and I can't find any of the incandescent 18 function lights. I could go to LEDs. I mean, most of the other lights in this room are LEDs, so I could do that, but I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. So anyway, and there is a little something above these buildings over here. I put them over to the side. I can still crawl underneath that tabletop to get to that side of the table if need be, but at least now you know when to slow down before you hit that other, as you arch back the other direction. So yeah, kind of an overlook. That was my overlook of the track I had set up earlier. Now, if you notice the bridges are red and green, they're not all there. I told you before that my bridges I had a hard time with it. They started falling apart on me. And I had an extra bridge. So I decided I was going to put it in, but I needed to paint one of the green ones red if I was going to do another one in red. Because that green I used was the stuff I told Marty about at Two Lines a long time ago. It's that Fusion by Krylon. Man, that stuff sucks. And I'll tell you why. When I first got it, it covers everything pretty much in one coat. You can go 2 coats, 3 coats, however many you want to go. But you do all that. Here's the problem. You give it a week, and that thing still hasn't cured yet. You give it a month, you can still grab it. It's still tacky. The stuff does not seem to ever cure. Now, those bridges finally did, because they're one of the first things I painted that I remember, other than the Christmas light down there by the fuel station, which is, let's see if we get over there. I'm trying to get there, guys. Camera's moving a little slow for me. Well, 4 times max. So if you see that one above the fuel station, that's how I met Shane too. That was the first light I put together for Magnetic Racing. Before that, I'd only put together. What did I put together? Shane sent me a birthday gift the first year we were talking. It was right after this, so it wasn't the first thing I bought. That was the first That was the first package I got, if I remember correctly. I did that Christmas special when I was 6, so I don't remember. You have to go back and watch the video. How's that? So, yeah. And set it back to 2. See, if I missed anybody coming in, I apologize if I missed you. Brad, all right, welcome. I might go over an hour today, but I don't plan to go too far over. I am going to start trying to break down my videos a little, or my lives a little slower. I mean, I'll go over if there's enough questions and content to go forward, but usually me just babbling on like I'm doing right now. Nah, there's no reason for me to do that. Now let's see here. You like the bridges was pointing out? Yeah, well, so I painted them, but the fourth bridge that I got, if you notice, there's one side not even on there, but it's laying down underneath. I didn't get the bottom support for it, for the rails to hook into, so I'm going to have to reach out to Magnetic Racing and see if I can get that piece. It was either that or I was going to have to cut a board that's the length of the width of the bridge and put over the whole entire span from one side all the way to the other side over here by the headquarters building. And then I had to cut the wood and put slots in it for the things to fit in there. And yeah, the banking, I'm still not done with it yet. I bought some 1 inch by 3/4. I want to produce my own angles. I don't want to use those plastic pieces of crap from Carrera anymore. You put them in, and if the car hits a certain part of the track, and this is just something to explain to everybody, I guess if I'm going to do that, I should at least have a TV up there. You guys can look at something moving. I'm not going in the camera today. Yeah, when you move around the track, the thing I found is even if I screw them down, I usually screw them down and they end up snapping them because I got them too tight. So they're not worth having. So then, but you're hitting another part of the track, the other one that's sticking up in the bottom of the actual track will pop out. I mean, I could glue them up there, I guess, but the idea is to be able to change that stuff is what I would think by Carrera. So why would we do that? Well, thank you, SPB. It's taken me a long time to get here. I know you're fairly new, but if you watch the past videos of mine, I switch tracks a lot. This is the first one I'm staying with it. I should do that. Except I got my Porsches in front of one of the tracks. Let's see what I can set up here. And I'm not chasing them, so it'll only be one car. Because I'm not chasing them around the track. What's up, Rick? Oh yeah, you can't see me yet. That's the whole idea. Let's see here. Maya. Oh. Sorry. The little one likes to come in here and do things he shouldn't be doing. Oh, I heard about ghost cars. See, I didn't set one up. This is going to suck. I had time to clean it up and get it ready to go. Hopefully you guys can still hear me all right. Hopefully that's slow enough this time, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah. I was putting the pieces underneath my track. Now it's sticking again. What the? There we go. Doesn't that figure? I think the braids are messed up on that one. And my camera can't get it all, but Now I've lost track of where I was. See, this is not going to work. I don't have that car set up for it. See what I'm going to do. Keep upsetting. Getting upsetting. That one seems to ride better on corners. Not saying it'll be perfect, but I still ran jumpers. But I did find my problem over here at the 415 when I took all that stuff out. Now it's gonna be really loud because the car's going around. But... So, where was I, guys? Anybody want to tell me? Put the new seat. Well, that was weird. It just died right there on the 160 curve. Guys, I haven't had any problems all freaking week. I know what it is. The brains are. Man, it's hard to teach anybody anything when I keep having mistakes. I'd put the C8 on, but then I got to watch it. I guess I could. Well, no, it's all the way over there. I just put it away today. See if that makes the improvement. Maybe that was what the problem was. So I plan to get more of these TinyBot cameras from Ozbot. I've already got a 15-foot cord to run to another part of the section. I'm gonna have to buy a few more, but I want to have 4 cameras. I can run up to 4 cameras on here and put them in different spots on the track so I can get, better views for you guys. That's kind of where I'm at on this. I was trying to get the views for the track, but when you put it on me, it was coming from overhead and it didn't look right. And I was gonna have to look way up in the air to look at it because I got the camera on a pedestal or on a camera stand, so it'll have the right height. But see, that's a distraction to me. Eric Spielberg. Well, the claw of shame. That is a claw. You got to have them, though, man. You got to have them. I don't care who you are. You got to have them. Oh, see? If you want to stay out of the camera, you really got to have them. That's the only thing I don't like about ghost cars. They don't adjust themselves. She's really set at a high pace today, so like I said, she's one of my better cars on the track. But so I want to put cameras on here and blah blah blah. So hopefully we have a little bit better show. But anyway, okay, I was talking about the bridges. So when I put all those bridges, if you see, there's 4 there, and I still have room for 1 more. So not only do I need to get the base for the new bridge I got, because it wasn't in the package, I need to get another bridge altogether. That will put a 5-piece bridge going all the way across there. And I don't know if this one's a better view or not. Good, because the car just came off the track right as I was doing that. Get into the bridges here. They're kind of held up by clothespins right at the moment. And bring it this way. So you have 4. And then if you go right next to that red one, you can't see the angle, but from that red one to the back side of that headquarters, there's plenty of room. Matter of fact, it probably won't even reach it. It won't reach to the headquarters at all, but it'll look like it does from this angle. But anyway, then I was like, well, should I paint it another color? Because I already had the red, green, green, red, I guess I should say. Man, this thing must be chippy with me. It's going to be longer, but I plan to fix the problem like on the tops of these things. I just scanned out. Okay, I'm going to go to one that's got both of them on there. So when it goes across from, you see the silver points on this green, the next green bridge over from the first red one. There's pieces that go across on all those joints, and they break real easy. I actually cut a piece of wood for them, and they're all right, but they're still flimsy. So I'm looking at trying to find some, like I said, I think I talked about it last week, some metal rulers for it. Um, that way that went to the wrong angle. That way I could well, damn it, I can make it more secure, and I'm also going to put a board underneath them because the biggest problem I have with those bridges also is after a certain period of time they do tend to start sagging because you're only talking what, I don't know what the millimeters is for it, but I would say it's a quarter inch. And when you got that when you got that track weight on there, which believe it or not, it weighs quite a bit, uh, it just starts sagging after a while, and your car's constantly driving on it. The red green light show, yeah. What works for most ghost cars? Put them on the lowest setting possible. Then I can't get up that incline over there for the ones. I don't know what you're talking about, but I just said that. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yeah. Only 6 weeks left in the season. We're gonna have you. I know, Daryl. I know. 2 weeks is my birthday. I thought about you want to prep it. You guys don't. You aren't there on Sundays. You're on Thursdays, so that makes it difficult. Tad, you guys see Tad's truck? That thing's badass. Excuse my language, but that thing was badass. Of course, he says it's because I like Chevys. That's true. I do. Yeah, let me kind of get started on here. How many people we got in here? We got 12. I'll wait a little bit longer. I use the blue painter's tape. You only need little pieces. What? So don't change lanes? Is that what you're talking about? I missed the subject, I guess. I know. I said something to you about that the other day. I was like, am I going to get Tad to go with me? Tag team the drive. Dad, you can't use that as an excuse because I say the same thing. That's my biggest problem is I don't like to leave my house. I can't show it down on the turns. I don't have a camera to do that. This one's mounted on a stand, but let me get to it. I guess I'll just get to my topic. I'm feeling pressured. Man. Yeah, where was I? I gotta take this out of digital mode. Yes, the video's on repeat, so it keeps playing over and over and over again. Just so I had some eye candy in the background. I didn't want the TV to just sit there. So, where was I? Back over here. Give me just a second, guys. All right. My chair. Oh, you might have saw my head on that one. Let's start anywhere. I mean, if you kind of look at these cars, let me visualize the camera. This is Scalextric. This is a Carrera. There's not too much of a difference between the two. The Carrera is heavier. If you put them over, see if you put them over wheel by wheel. I've seen this done before. Problem is the magnets are shooting against each other. They're almost the same in body size, except the nose. Where's my camera? There it is. Except the nose is a little wider on the Carrera than it is on the Scalextric. This being the Carrera, which most people already know because it's one of the newest ones out. And that was one I haven't shipped yet, so I can put it in analog. But I've had this car for a while. I've got the other two Porsches. The other one comes out in April. I've been waiting for it. But yeah, and I was originally going to time them with my Carrera timer. Believe it or not, you can set it up for 10 laps, 100 laps, whatever you want. It'll give you your best times at the end of the race. So it's not the greatest thing in the world because it's kind of, let me see here. You can't see much on it. It's not like lit up or anything. But like that's set up for 10 laps. make sure you want to keep it that way. Then I'll go down here and zero out. If you want to start it, then and it will if you accidentally go too fast. Let me try that again. Make sure I have the controller in my hand. So if we start it, what? So if I did it wrong again. Okay, so now I was saying, I don't know if you can't see it anymore, but it will tell you have a false reading, which means it's a false start. I thought this camera was going to be easier to work with right here, but I guess not. So if I did that again, and then you start at the right time. Let me see here. I should have moved that Porsche. Oh, how did it get switch lanes like that? Sorry, guys. That's a horrible. That was 20-second lap. 10.20 seconds. I've gotten it down to 8:34 in scale accurate. 9.75. And I came off the corner. Do. I'll watch the copyright me for hearing that song in the background. Oh, can you guys hear the song in the background? Let me turn it down. Anyway, damn it. See if you see on the camera what I do with this. What's up, Yukon? Yukon Cornelius? Oh, damn it. Don't ask me to marshal your cars on a track. I can't seem to get them to slot back in real easy. Don't know why. And now all of a sudden I've lost power. I'm looking like a fool on this video, and I had this all planned out. It don't want to work. You got to put it in the right lane, dummy. Sorry, getting a little frustrated. As soon as I got it started again, it was in the 330 curve and just went right off the track. What's that? Yeah, I need to get the track, mate. Matter of fact, I was talking to you. Wasn't I talking to you, Ted? Was you guys talking? Yeah, I talked to you about it. I talked to three of you in the same day. So I talked to Tad, John Tucci, and Daryl Rogers in the same day. So I can't remember who I had conversations with. That's the sad part. Yeah. Let me try that again. Yeah. I really had this planned out. Yeah, I wiped down my track, yet my tires are still getting really dirty. I don't understand why. And now I just came off again. I'm being frustrated. Okay, you guys seen the car run. I was going to time it, but that doesn't seem to work. I think I'm not relaxing enough because I'm trying to perform while I'm trying to make sure the camera catches everything. But then we got, the camera's slightly out of my angle. This is the Carrera. One of the newest ones I have out. No new tires or anything, just digital. Well, non-digital. This is, all these cars are non-digital except for one. And I'm not taking it out because I soldered it in. Can't get the braid to come up. I told you how much I've used this car so far. Joke's on me. What? It's stuck in there. Oh, there we go. You know what? I'm not going to do the timing. I'm just going to back out of the idea. I'm putting too much pressure on it. Yeah, just like when you guys actually come over and race, right? You can use fast laps. All right. Let's go with this one. I mean, I've been driving all day, so I know I'm comfortable with driving. Just because I'm not shutting up and driving. But you can hear the weight in this car compared to the Scale Electric. I meant to bring up. So Scale Electric is running on an 18,000 RPM motor. They consider it one of the toy cars. There's not a whole lot you can do to them to upgrade them or make them better, tune them better. And Carrera also runs on the 18,000 RPM motor, E200. If you're looking for the motor on a Carrera car. You can do, other make them digital just like a Scale Electric. Most of them come digital, so you can buy them that way. And I think somebody mentioned earlier this week, I've seen a video. They were talking about how few there of the I know who it was, Dave Kennedy. Was talking about how many evolutions did not come out this year versus the digital. And he's talking about the market of it all. I mean, I won't lie. It seems like the markets are. If you want people to get into the hobby that have never been in the hobby, rather than just nostalgia, they're promoting to these little kids. Well, I get where you're going with that, but your biggest ploy would be hitting teenagers and young adults who, have a busy life. This is something come in, just jump on it real quick, have a couple races with some friends. They ain't got to save their options on a video game or something stupid like that. Me, the gamer, right? Yeah. But then he just. Now, me personally, I'm not I keep talking about I'm not a racer. I'm kind of more of a street race guy kind of thing. So I'm not a big fan of cars with numbers, but the liveries are beautiful on these cars when they come in. I mean, if I get the camera right. I apologize. This would be great if I had it. I mean, it's just I wiped all these cars down too. Just a beautiful car. That's the Carrera. Is one faster than the other? The only difference I've seen, I can't remember the time I had on the Carrera, is the Scale Electric is slightly faster, only because it's lighter. That's the only thing I've seen so far as far as difference in those cars. Now, Scale Electric, you can buy a digital chip for them. It's the Carson chip. I meant to write down the number, but I didn't do it. And they plug in, and they actually will. You can turn them. You can actually make them a ghost car as well with the Carson chip. In case some of you new people don't know that, because you'll hear it that you can't. And because anybody watches Dave at Slot R, has proven that you can. I did it once to a couple of my Legend cars, and it worked. I just don't remember that process now. But anyway, so don't believe the hype when they say you can't digitize those cars. I started off with just an Evolution set. I couldn't afford digital right off the bat, so I bought the Evolution set, which means I had no pit lane, no crossovers, just straight track, and it was fun. I didn't mind it at all. But the reason I wanted to get back into it, the 997, you like that one, Jeff? Huh? What's that? Added? I have not added any weight to lighten them, or I haven't done anything to these cars. As I said, no, the tires are all stock on this, except for I think this Porsche, which this was Dave Kennedy's at one time. Then it went to Gene's Slot Cars, and then I bought it from him. Now I'm bouncing it up and down. I got the shakes. The wheels are not the original on the car. Actually, the chassis is not the original on this car. The original one is the UPS car. I'll show you that one. And sadly, that's not what I was trying to show you. So you got the UPS car. Notice anything missing? If I can get it up there. Yeah. This is the wheel. It was that. These are the wheels for this black Porsche. And these normally light up. This is an SCX car. SCX runs on a different program. If you notice, they got those metal braids going all the way through, and then lights are hooked at each end of it. If I put this on this chassis, it works. If I put it on this chassis, it works. This one, the lights don't work on the back or the front, and I haven't figured out why yet. But for what I was trying to do, no big deal. So yeah, I think if I get this car, see my chairs, I'm sorry, too far back. That's what it is. So, and I can't see my camera from the camera angle or my video. So it looks like you can drill a hole through here, pop this one off, drill a hole through there, and put a chassis or a axle in, and then get some different wheels to put on there. Of course, you want to make sure you get the right style of wheels for it, I guess. You don't want to be them too large or whatever. So get the right size tires. I'm not sure exactly what these are, but I've heard you can gut these out so you can make them digital. They're set up for a different digital system. And then again, depends on how bad you really want to do it. I'll show you this car's performance. It's not the best in the world. SCX is running 18,000 RPM motors, but it don't feel like it. So I'll put that one on there. We'll set this one aside. This one might be harder to see. I'm going a little slower with this one, but here we'll punch it. Now I'm doing better with it than I was earlier. Go figure. The one car that was giving me crap is now working fine. The other ones are giving me crap. But I do like the livery on the car. That's why I bought it in the first place. I also bought it because of the Porsche. That one I got sideways on. The magnet is not powerful in this car. So I guess if you really wanted to, I could use this car to practice leading up to a no magnet, right? Because it doesn't, it will push tail out. There we go. We got to push tail a little bit right there. But, I don't know if you get, I'm not, see that car just came off way down there on the corner. Doesn't that figure? So, I'm not a big fan of them. The liveries are fine. Do you want to buy them and rip them apart like that? Probably not worth the money to do that. You could drive them in analog mode just like they are, and you'll be fine. You know, I'm not even sure what the price range is on those because I bought these for pretty cheap. I got $50 for both of them, I think is what it was. If Gene was watching, he could tell me. But well, Jeff, you know, now that I'm seeing, I was thinking that earlier today. Believe it or not, I was like, I could take these, pitch them, and use these bodies, strip them out, put my own lights and everything in it, put a brass chassis underneath it. Because I mean, the liveries are nice. See, I'm not using all my proper lighting. I don't know. That's probably too bright. This is a UPS. I mean, it's not a bad looking livery on it at all. I've been trying to stay away from all the extra light. So, I mean, that's probably what I'll end up doing. Why not? I have a couple of cars I'm wanting to do that too that are, they have issues and I can't do anything with them. Because I mean, I can drill the holes and put that back in there. I'll either do it or I won't. I'll, you know, brass chassis it or something. I mean, I don't have very many 132 bodies, so there you go. I got a Porsche 132 body ready to go. Just put it on a brass chassis, and it'll be just fine. So then, yeah. So we come back down to, I'm liking this preset stuff, even though it's not very much until I get more cameras, guys. Sorry. But yeah, I got this one in the corner. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but down my main pit line, let me bring that back up. I'll bring the camera over to it. Let's see here. Bring it in. Not many cars in the garage, right? Anybody see anything wrong with my pit lane? Or different about my pit lane? It's got the double crossovers, right? Shotgun! Welcome! Looks like son and father are talking to each other. Where's Betty? You didn't see her? She fell off when I was moving the cars. This is my Betty. That's the one you usually see with my version of Shane around here. But if you want to see the original Betty, she's not there. She's changed her clothing. I decided to make her different. I don't think it's going to focus. Bless it. It's not going to focus. So we can just get her in there. Maybe it'll focus. Nope. Anyway, I painted one side of her bikini green and on the top, and then the other side opposite on the bottom. So, yeah. Anyway, what I was trying to show was, if you haven't guessed it by now, I have Daryl, I have a Cuda. I got a green and yellow one up around and they're great cars. I won't lie. I did a video on them to the song of Barracuda, which they said it was copyright, but I didn't get nailed for it. It was okay. It was a short video with those two cars, and it's still my number one video that I've ever put out. It still has more views than any other video I've ever put out. Just by showing those two cars going around the track on my first track that I ever had out here. So, but anyway, I had the green one out and the taillight fell out of it. And I think I told you this, Daryl. I popped it off and I was trying to put it back, and it wouldn't seat back in. And then I found a little way to get it in there so at least it was proper. I went to glue it, popped it in there, and I guess it stuck to my finger. But anyway, it fell, landed in my carpet. You know what that is like, don't you, Shotgun Dave? You got lucky and found yours. I have not found the taillight for it yet. I refuse to vacuum in there at the moment because of that process. I will find it. It probably fell underneath one of the shelves over there, but anyway, we'll get her there. We'll get her there. But it made me mad because I'm like, yeah, those Cudas, they were pretty badass. And of course, they had no numbers on them, so that was what I was wanting to get involved with. So if you didn't notice about my pit lane, there's an extra lane over there next to the garages themselves. It was a ploy so I could actually show cars. I should have done that. Well, this was analog, so it wasn't going to do me any good. Now, here's what I was doing. But if you look down there, see my police car? I can't go any closer. It goes like that all day long. They don't have a motor in it because the motor went bad. So I put the car there, and I've got, this was the original reason for this straight I had. I was going to put it on the side of the road somewhere and have the cop sitting there. It was just going to be one little straight. But with the straight all the way down the pit lane, I can put cars in an angle, kind of angled out of the garage with their lights on digital mode. And then, so something I added just extra. And then, of course, I got the crisscross for the double lane change, or double for, anyway. Something I added since last time. And, yeah. So, yeah, it's a big room. And well, it's the little things in life. I like the extra lights. Now, my position tower is not connected. I unhooked it it was over here by the Starlight. I unhooked it. It's going to go up here on the upper version of the Skull Mountain there, we'll call it. It'll be up there in the middle, and I moved that to the radio, or my TV station's up there by the slot cars that are on the wall, but it's on the upper shelf now. In case Dave didn't see this earlier. Oh, we're not going to go any higher than that, damn it. Well, Dave's seen this before anyway, but I didn't want to show it all because it's not done. Yeah, Dave, this is what I changed. So the 415 goes all around. If you see underneath that table, you can still get underneath there. So you can get to the car. It comes off over there. I had one come off since I've done that, and I went over there. Yeah, it was right between the two pieces of board. It was a little tricky to get to, but it wasn't too bad. I got it. So, and then this is what you showed me. So let's go back down here where I was at. So now I've shown you the Scalextric. I've shown you the Carrera. I've shown you the SCX. I'm going to skip the Scale Auto for the moment because it's digital. So this is my NSR Porsche. One of them. I actually bought the pair. This one's the red. There's one in green. They're great. I love these cars. Thanks, Jeff. Hey, West Coast. Welcome. Well, I got everybody's attention tonight. This is a change. Anyway, these cars will usually fly around the track, so I bring it up to where it's supposed to be. Unfortunately, I still can't. We'll do a few laps with this bad boy. Oh, I didn't give the. Yeah, so the first three cars you've seen are all 18,000 RPM motors. Now you can upgrade them. So Scalextric's got one upgrade, I think. You can probably get a different one somewhere else, like a Treasure motor or something for it. Why do I keep throwing it off on that freaking corner? I can't figure that out. I mean, you can't get any harder. It's a 415 to 230 to a straight going underneath there. So it shouldn't. I've never had an issue with it until I put it on camera. Isn't that the way it always works? So the NSR runs a 21.4 motor, but they also make them in 25s. So let me get this thing going again. Probably got dirty wheels. That's probably what it is. I don't know why there's dirt because I wiped this thing down today. I've been cleaning this room all day and then wiped it down afterwards, so I wouldn't have dusting on it when I move stuff. Woohoo! Sorry. It's a stage fright. That's what it is. My cars are having stage fright. They're not used to all this. I told you guys I was learning how to drive. I won't lie. I was always working on tracks, but I'd drive the cars around a couple laps to show them in the videos, so you had something to look at. But after that, I usually went back in the box, and then I didn't drive another one until the next video if I even had a track up at that point. So since last week, I've been actually trying to drive the car. Last weekend, I had a blast. And then, what was it, Friday night, Dave? I think I talked to you before you went live. Yeah, I was just in hog heaven over driving cars. Let me get this one going back again. The wheels were dirty. I don't know where it's picking up the dirt because I wiped the track down. We'll go a little slower this time. Point is to see how it flows around the track a little bit. I do love having the long straight though down the pit lane area. Unfortunately, it's hard to get in the pit lane when you're doing that. But, see, I'm used to be able to go faster than this. Just got to slow down for the 160 generally. Now these cars, of course, have magnets in them. I have I'll be showing one that does not, and then of course the SCX, that magnet doesn't hold nothing. It's not really any good. It's almost like they shouldn't even put it in there in the first place. Beginners, of course, you got a lot of people have to decide what kind of cars they want to have, what kind of track they're going to have before they go. Because you got your toyish ones, your Scale Electric, Carrera, SCX falls in that category as far as I'm concerned. And I don't own a Nico. I've never drove a Nico. Might be one I pick up just to see how it goes, but I've heard they're crap. But people could tell you the movie was crap, but you go see it. It's the best movie you ever saw in your life. You know what I mean? So why not try it? It's just like at one time somebody told me that Avant slot cars were not any good. And Slot R had one on there the other day, a couple weeks ago actually, and I was like, "Wow, it looked really good." And so I contacted him about it. I think I said it was chat or whatever. I said, are they really good cars? Are they, from what I saw, it looked like it was a great car. And he says, yeah. He goes, you obviously don't. I guess this is the key word. The more advanced cars, the lighter your bodies are, and if you're not a good driver, you're going to break a lot of stuff on them. And I just came up on that corner going slow. There must be something going on. Maybe I got a piece of wood in it or something. So, yeah. They're a lot flimsier plastic. They're a lot lighter. The magnet's probably the only thing that keeps my cars from going off the track even faster than this. I don't know where I'm getting the dirt, guys. I really don't. I literally did not wipe this table down until the last half hour before I came on the show. And I used rubbing alcohol to go all the way around the whole track. Now, I know this 415 curve's dirty, which doesn't make any sense because I did wipe it down, but it still looks dirty compared to the rest of the track. So I guess I got to wash it again. Maybe that's where it's getting it off. I can give you a good run with the NSR. And I won't lie. NSR is my favorite cars, guys. If you're going to buy one, NSR is a top quality car. I enjoy them a lot. They run great out of the box most of the time. You might get one fluke here or there. I don't have to do any adjustments just to enjoy the car when I first get it. And the tires, I think they're second to none. Out of the box, they're great tires. And which will bring me up on another topic here in a minute when I bring up the next car. It'll probably be the last car I run. Anyway. Yeah, you can get some speed on these cars. This is a 21.4 is what I said. And then you can get a 25K, which is what my C8 Vet is. It is a 25K motor. And she shits and gets, baby. I bet I've had a lot of fun with her. That car just relentless. Relentless. But she'll do what everybody else does. Tires get dirty, she starts wiping out, Stop that car there. So yeah. So that's your NSR. Personally, my favorite brand of cars if you're going to buy aftermarket cars. Back in place. I guess I'll bring up. This is a Scale Auto. It is missing a mirror already. I lost it I think I lost it when I first got this car. And sadly, the room was clean at the time. I didn't have much of a track here. This is 20 by 8. It was, at that time, it was 16 by 8. And the floors were clean. And I never located this mirror, ever. I have no idea what happened to it. But yeah, this one does run on digital because, like I said, I put it in the car. And that's why at one time I told somebody that my Revo slot didn't run, and it was the teeth, because that's what it looked like. And that wasn't it. It was this car, and I can't see the teeth very well, so I thought maybe it ate them off. No, it's because I put a digital chip in the damn thing. Didn't remember doing it. So, then I get this car, and but once I figured it out, we were good. So, yeah. Let me see here. Let me catch up on the chat a little bit. Everybody still talking to each other? Kayaking? On the NSR, if I remember correctly, these are stock. Yes, those are stock tires on the NSR. There's stock tires on the Scale, the Carrera. This one has, it looks like either polyurethane or silicone. I'm going to say silicone, if I remember correctly. Stock. These are silicone. When I first got this car, it was the first scale auto I had. It was the last one I bought for a long time. I'll explain the story behind this first. And just starting to try and get into advanced cars a little bit, like a dummy. But and the reason being, I wasn't ready to tune anything yet. I was just ready to drive and go. I figured at least the manufacturer would make the car ready to go. Anyway, regardless, it was all messed up on the inside. The gears were off. I had to reset those. I had help with that from I think it was Marty at Two Lines again. And the car was squirrely all over the place. Now, if I remember correctly, I did put a magnet in this one. It's a small one. It's not the full size one. I don't know why. Anyway. So it gave it a little bit of grab because I couldn't control the car. I hated the car, as a matter of fact. Beautiful, but hated it. So then, so I put a magnet in it. This one's got the original guide. I haven't changed it to a slot invasion. This one's not bad. Now, if you look at some of these other cars, this one is the Scaly. You want to get rid of those. Get a slot invasion guide. I found that a lot of the cars I run, like look at this one. This one's even smaller than the one on Scale Electric. The Carrera, they haven't even replaced the last one yet. We still got the black one on there, but it's wider than the other two. And Carrera is the easiest one to change. You have no reason not to change it. Get yourself some slot invasion guides. And no, he's not promoting my channel. They were the first guide I heard about, and I've been using them, and I have no reason to change. I really don't. So I've never done that. I always bought Scale slot invasion. I'm not even sure what other guides you can buy other than from Slot Car Corner, the ones that come with your kits and stuff for your brass chassis. Yeah. So anyway, let's run this car for a minute. See if I can control this one. Oh, we're automatically going to go back up to track run. She's got a little bit something. I don't know if it's the digital chip. You hear a little like crackling in it. This is a what's that chip name? It's not a Carson chip. It's not the SP43. It's not basically it's not the Polycar chip. It's the other one. I can't get it out of. That's the name. I can hook lights up on this. It's got the spots for the lights if I wanted to. They're the. Damn it. You know the things you think you don't have to write down? Write them down when you're going to do a live. Because otherwise you'll look like me. Let's get this thing a little more power. Let me shut up. Ooh, almost lost it. Oh. I must have the brakes set all the way up high. I didn't need to do that. Oh, guys. We were doing it. We were doing it. I want my head. I'm still learning how to drive, guys. I'm getting a lot better, but please have patience with me on that if I'm not going fast enough for you. That'll break my next argument. We'll get there. That's who I'm done. Woo! Slid it off again. But yeah, the tires are getting dirty right there, I think. So that's the Scale Auto version. I'm not gonna go to the Revo slot yet. There's some companies. For those of you who don't know, I have an axle box, so I have to switch it back from digital to analog. And my desk's way down here, and of course, my digital's down here, so I have to switch it over here and then come back. Because there's not enough room behind it for me to do all the things I want to do. Trust me, it's nice to have this space finally. So now we're back on that. Pioneer. I'm going to run it because it's one of the brands. The only thing I forgot to grab was a slotted car and a Thunder slot, but we don't need to cover that today. They don't make Porsches. Pioneer does not make Porsches. They make American muscle. So I'm sure most of you who watch my channel are familiar with this one. This is my Camaro. This was a white kit, and I put it together and painted it up. And since then, I've come up with better ideas for the paint job. But I'm going to just buy another one and do it again. I mean, you can have more than one Camaro in your outfit, right? And I could have grabbed the Mustang that I did in the white kit also, but I didn't. That's just not. What is that? Anyway, I'll just shut up. This will be a little louder. I think this is a good way to see all the different brands and see what you like. This one's a little louder. And this is the one I did not grab the RPM on. I want to say it's an 18,000 also. It might be a 19. Maybe it's a 21. I don't remember. Or 20,000. There's 20,000 out there, isn't there? Is that not right? Shotgun Dave? Anybody actually know what the motor is in these? I put the damn thing together. I don't even know. This one's like halfway between Scale Electric and Carrera as far as weight goes. I almost think they're the perfect car for weight. I think that's why they get around so great. Because they're not too heavy, but they're not too light. And I can really get this thing to float. Now, granted, I'm going as fast as I am because I have a magnet there. Now, as a new driver, I would suggest you stay with the magnets at first, unless you're planning to get right into competitions. Magnets a good way just so you don't have to chase the car all over the damn track. That's one of the reasons I like magnets. And I was telling Dave the other day what my other reason was. How many cars do you see out there that when a Camaro is the opposite of what I'm getting ready to say. But your high-end cars, your Porsches, this, that, and the other, unless somebody's trying to do a burnout, when they're driving on the track, you don't see them slipping like that all the time. Unless they hit something that caused them to do the spin. Muscle cars, who doesn't want to see them fish around? So I should probably take the magnet out of this, but I'm not ready yet. Here, I'll do this one more big power run on this one. My wife will throw it off the track before I get here. I love that straightaway. That's a 415 curve when you get down here, but believe it or not, you can be going too fast for it, and you'll throw your car right off. Oh, I held that one. Whoops! Oh, you guys didn't know you were coming over here to watch me make accidents with my cars, right? But that was just an extra. Like I said, I was doing the Porsches because I have more of those than I do anything else. And I'm not just talking Porsche 911. I'm talking about the 5.6s, the 917s, the It's a 556 and the, what's the other one? Yeah, damn it. And I've got the 935s. I don't have any 908s yet. But yeah, I've got a lot of Porsche. So that's why I've been kind of going this way. But because Pioneer doesn't make one, here we go. And then this one is a great one for beginners to begin with in the first place. Let me come back down to track one. This is a polycar. This is a cheap polycar. This car will cost you about $30. Maybe it's a little more now because of all the crap going on in the world. But I have a shit ton of these. They started off with the here I go again. There was 6 of them in the original home series, and I bought all 6 of them. They're different colors. They're all the same car, 6 colors. Yeah. BRZs. Damn it. Subarus. And then they came out of the Subaru something, and I only got one of those, and it took a long time for them to get them in the States, so I never bought the rest of them. Well, then this is a Maserati, and they originally came out with 4. This one is red. They got a black one, a blue one, and a silver one. And this one's the only one that doesn't have a box. So it's always out. Again, I don't think Polycar makes a 911. I was trying to look that up before I got here, but I'm sorry I didn't get that part done. But I thought I'd show you it running around too for these new people out here and just to see a Polycar run. So they're a good car. This is a cheap $30 car. Matter of fact, it says they're 25K motors. I don't think that's the case in the home series. I think these are just 17.5s, I think. There's nothing expensive in the car. I mean, it does have front headlights, no working tail lights. Now, my tires have all been a little sanded, but they're not trued completely yet. I sand them, otherwise you'd never hold on to this track at all. Let me see, I'll bring it around one more time so I can get that speed on it. I just wanted to show you guys an actual Polycar. I don't have anything else other than these. That one's got a hard break on it too. Yeah, well, that one held. See, I'm a hell of a driver now. Oh. Wreck on the bridge. That means I have to get in the camera because there's no way to get out of that one. Oh, wait a minute. I never changed it over, did I? Oh, shit. You guys didn't even get to see my luxury crap there. What the fudge? Damn it. Sorry, guys. I'll have to do that again now. What are you calling? You calling? And I heard work come on. Just dropped the mirror on it. I apologize. Damn it. Man, all that talent, you didn't get to see shit. Let's bring it back out. Sorry, guys. Oh, let me see here. What's a cool looking car there, Chad? I'm trying to catch up on the chat. It didn't move for some reason. Why is it not catching up? I'm tapping it and it won't even catch up. Unzoomed. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Shotgun Dave said something about it. Let me try that again. Sorry. So this is the Polycar going around the track where you guys get to see it. Should probably wipe the wheels down now. like I said, it's a $30 car, man. These things are great. Now there I was punching. It doesn't have a lot of takeoff, but I'm already going at pretty good speed for somebody for a $30 car. There we go, like that. You can see my head again, even though I'm pulling back, trying not to let you guys see my head. Now, as all of you that watch Shotgun Dave's show Friday night, he ran all those trucks again. I got to have one of every one, even though I got to admit I got to get some of those Fords. But, yes, he's doing an amazing job on the engineering of those things. Those things are... And we got trucks. Matter of fact, I found a truck video earlier. Let me get that out of the dead spot. They had a bunch of trucks doing, lighting up the tires and doing burnouts and everything else. I was like, I should put that in the background. Let them know I'm ready for those trucks. With these cars, you can let your kids run them. I knocked one mirror off of it just when I hit that bridge over there. You guys didn't see it because I didn't show you. Very smooth car on the track. And this one's low, so it's low to the ground, so it actually handles a lot better than the BRZs. But go back to my other one now. You taught me how to do the cameras, but you didn't teach me how to remember to push the button to move them. But that's just a red one. It's just plain. Now this is a solid wing on the back, which is kind of odd, but you can take them off if you want to. The other ones, the BRZs, they don't have a wing technically on them, and the mirrors are rubber, but these are actually hard plastic on this. But that's a poly car. So now you've seen Pioneer. Poly car. I guess we'll show you. Knock my girls over. This is the first Revo slot I ever bought. And I bought it prior before Marty showed his, and I was like, or wait a minute, I bought mine right after he showed it. It was on the show. But I actually liked the car anyway, and I was wanting to get it, and then he showed it, and I was like, at that time I was still new, and I didn't want to buy it because he already showed the car. But it's the Night and Day livery. I love this one. There's a couple others I wished I had now because I didn't buy them because I was against Revo slot. I'll tell you why. You got to tune them. Now this one I haven't done too much to. There's no magnet in this car. I did. I think I got it right. Is this the right one? I got it where the wheels are just barely hugging the track. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I can see it. I was doing it earlier. Yeah, like right there. It's just hitting whenever it hits the little high points on the rail or the track. So this one will be interesting to show you. Now, I was doing the wrong thing, and since Dave told me I was probably doing the wrong thing, I put sandpaper to these tires. And my first complaint was, man, it's chewing them up. My understanding is you don't want to do that with these cars. I don't know if people do, but yeah, I didn't like that because now I got little pieces missing out of the tires all the way around, and I didn't put it in my tire chewer. I just did it the cheap man's way. You can't see it right here, but right off camera, I have a little piece of sandpaper I put behind it. You put your car on there and you hold the car in place, hit your throttle, and you sand it down a little bit. I just did that so the tires would be warmed up and cleaned off for and I took lighter fluid to all the tires, soften them up a little bit and clean them, just so I could do this video tonight. But yeah, I've been against magnets for a long time, or against no magnets. So I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't race on those kind of tracks. The closest wood track I have would probably be Chad's house. But as far as racing, no, I'm not anywhere near. I've got some invites I need to pick up on and go. But and I have a couple other cars over there that don't have magnets. But this is the main one I don't have a magnet in, and I've been practicing with it now that I got it running right. And I did all right on this track, but now I'll probably make a fool of myself because I'm going to show you guys. So let me light my cigarette first. Let me see what everybody's saying. See, it's not rolling. My chat is not rolling with me. Yeah, the Polycart $30 is not bad. That's legendary for a price for a car. So beginners, I mean, there ain't no reason why you can't buy one of those cars. They're cheaper than buying even the ones they call the toys. I don't look at they're all toys to me, but you know, somebody will slap me for that shit. But but I also value all my toys. So it's not like I just let any Tom, Dick, or Harry or Tad touch my vehicles. I'm very protective of them. As a matter of fact, kind of stingy. My kids come over here and they go, "Oh yeah, I want to run that car." Nah, not a chance. The reason being, when I was talking about it, I think it was John Tucci I was talking to. Was it you, John? Anyway, I've probably said this before. He likes to full throttle cars because he likes to drive fast. He does that here in Evansville too, and it pisses me off. He doesn't care. He'll do 100 plus miles an hour if the car will let him do it. And yeah, he just always goes fast. And it's going to get him killed one of these days. Nobody can seem to talk. Not even his girlfriend can talk him into it. So anyway, I'll shut up about that. I just hope he gets hurt just enough one time. Not that I want him hurt, just enough to tell him, hey, slow your ass down. He should have been a race car driver. He's scrawny as a rail, small, this, that, and the other. But I'll shut up. Let's go to this. Bring it back out. Now this one will be a little slower at first because I got to warm up to it again. Again, no magnet. Yeah, it wants to slide pretty good on the corners. It's pretty good though when it turns and jackknifes and catches one on the corners, but it won't necessarily always come out. Most of the time it does not come out, so it's kind of cool because I don't have to go chasing it. And then there's something going on there. I'm not sure what that is. I really don't. On that turn, and I've checked it 300 times. There's something. I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna break it down. Sorry, I shouldn't have put it back on right where it was. I probably was really good in the camera that time. I don't hear it when it goes by there, so I keep wondering if I'm just going too fast in the corner. And I know there's some Aussie boys that just love these cars. Well, I've always stayed away from them. I was going to sell the 4 I had. Now, the funny thing is I like BRM, which is the father of these cars, because they're 124. And I love BRM. I love the cars. They're great. Oh, yeah. Now, this is what you should have like the Camaros and stuff, because you get to slide around the corners. You see how fishy it is. For those of you who've been doing it for a while, you already know this, but I know there's some people in here that are new. And this is what they want you to learn how to drive these things. Now, the idea when you're racing them, though, is to learn not to swing out in the curves. Just enough power to keep your speed up so you can win the race. Sometimes it's just fun to do the drifts. I mean, that's what I was starting to think. Revo slots were just drift cars. Maybe that's the way you should think of it. But they all will do it if you take the magnet. No. I don't think I'm doing too bad. What do y'all think? Yeah, see, my comments aren't following. Earlier, I was actually driving all these cars when I was testing them out. I was driving them, looking at my computer, using the screen on there to drive the cars. That's proving to be harder than I thought. because I could stop and put it, get myself situated and have everything ready to go with the camera in the right place. And guys, other than that little bit of tune on this one, I haven't done nothing. Original tires. This car sat for a long time. Oh, I did a double roll. Let's see. That's why I put this in today. I have a TrueSpeed controller, guys, and I don't have a controller holder for it. I tried to make some on my printer, and they kept snapping off. I just barely rub it, and the thing would snap off. So my controller would hit the floor all the time. It just sit there, bounce like a bungee strap. Yeah. Let me change camera angles again. No, that's not the one I wanted. And why is that on narrow? That's not even where I put that camera. Hit that again. There we go. Did it not take last time? I'll catch up on the chat, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I always do if I watch somebody's show on the cell phone, and then I come in and turn on my TV. Usually the TV is right on time, right on the mark. Knock a lot of You're not supposed to be knocking them off in traffic, the fingers. Again, and y'all, I missed been under the track. Darn braces won't install themselves. Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up, guys. And if I missed you guys for some reason, because I haven't been, no drama. Hey, Eric, I see that. Yeah, I haven't been putting anybody's things up here, but I've been trying to keep up. But see, I'm going like scrolling pages over and over again, and it's not even trying to track it. No drama saying hi there, buddy. No, now he's on the big screen. Oh, okay. That was at 7:48. No, that was 3 minutes ago. So we're catching up. It is running good. Which makes me happy because RevoSlot makes some good looking liveries. But as you guys know, I've also been building cars. I didn't bring those over here because they weren't part of this category. And again, I did bring it slotted over because I could have brought one of the 956s over here or something for the Porsche. And I could have brought a Lola T70 over, or I got two of those and I got one Ferrari and Thunder slot. Don't buy too many of those. They don't have a lot of different cars. So I really don't pay much attention to them. I do like the T70s. I've always liked the body style on those, so surprised I don't have more of them, but I don't. And I just kind of wanted to show some of these cars going around and kind of see the differences because they were all Porsches. So you were looking at the same car. Unfortunately, sorry, that was probably boring, but I wanted you to see the same car and how it performed. If you were watching, if you go, oh, that car was performing better than the other one. Now it could be my driving skills because I suck, but I just wanted to give it. That was kind of what I was wanting to do. Nobody ever does comparisons with all the brands together, where they do something where they run them or something like that. And it would be a long thing if I went down and broke down all these cars and went into all the details of it. I'm on the wrong set. Matter of fact, yeah, let me go. But newfound love for the Revos. Still not my favorite car. And I can't even say not even close yet. I'm still a big NSR fan. I like digital. This the reason I got back into it in the first place. And I think sometimes we all forget that, digital offers a lot. Fuel consumption. You can put weather on your track. Just, pitting for all that stuff to change your tires out, which in a real race, that's what you'd be doing. People want to do the analog thing, but I get it. I can't afford all the chips for all these cars, but the digital brings it more realistic, is my opinion. I only run the analog because I don't have digital chips for everything. And I could switch them out of cars and put them in others, but I don't like doing that. If I was going to do that, I'll just buy the freaking chip and put it in so I don't have to mess with it again. I think eventually you'll tear your cars up if you take that chip out of every car and keep moving it around. So, wait a minute. Sorry. I think so. Yeah, I think that was not the one I was trying to go to. I've been cleaning it up this weekend, so you can see a little bit of that mess in that laundry basket where there's some foam in there and some wood blocking. Now, anything past that behind there is a junk pile, but that's where you come into this room at. See, you come over here, it's nice and peaceful. You go to the right there. It's a nightmare. Now, there's a glass desk there that I was using on my first live in this room the other day or a couple weeks ago. Yeah. I didn't like it because I wasn't sitting high enough. So I built me a bench this week over here in where that blue cabinet used to be, as a matter of fact. And let's see here. Yeah, you'll see some of the junk over there. But then this is the wall behind me in the pit lane. I have one shelf left up there, and I still have to take it down. I'm not going to have things back here. Now, there's my polycar track laying on the floor because I took that out. I don't find a place to put it, and I'll probably put it back in my office. So when I do lives from there, just to show off a car once in a while or something, I don't know. I am in my happy place. It's taking me a long time. Guys, I didn't enjoy this hobby as much as I may have portrayed it when I was sitting there building these tracks all the time. It was actually getting more and more depressing. I mean, yeah, I had different tracks, and I could show you guys different tracks all the time, but if you don't ever get time to play, then it feels like you're just doing endless work. And that's what I was doing. And I had so many projects going at once. I still have a bunch of them that I need to finish, but I've tried to settle back. I'm going to, at my own pace. I'll get them. Some of them are actually Christmas gifts. They might not get them until next year. If I keep going at my pace, but you know what I mean. Let's see here. Move the camera again. I can still move it. Here. Oh, it's actually giving me a pretty good view from this way. Yeah, see? I'm here with my famous robe on. And like I said, behind me is a door, one of those roll doors. That's where the furnace and everything is, but it's that's also where the water comes in from the back door, which is right on the other side of this wall to my left. Let's see here. So then, see, I'd have to do this the whole time so you guys think I'm talking to you. I like to look like I'm talking to you, not, hey guys, what's going on? And blah, 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 blah. So I moved my mic all the way over there. Move that back up there. See, I was doing everything to make sure, Now you can flip the lights on and smile and play. I won't lie, I've been having a blast. Yeah, I'm not at the rate of driving cars at the fast speeds I want to go to. But I'm not that far off, honestly, because all these cars tonight were set up on the highest speed you could go, basically using the motors. And the best place I could get the straight was, down the straight was where I could get the speed out of it to kind of show you guys that, yeah, they so it doesn't have to have a 25K motor in it. You could have fun with it without those, especially if you're using cars with the same class of motors. Now, my boys come over here all the time, and like I said, they've got one car apiece, or two of them do, out of the four boys. One's a BBC Scalextric, and the other one's I've said this a million times, the Pink Pig Porsche by Carrera. And they'll race with those cars because I won't let them use mine. And we still race around. I'll just pick a car that's kind of similar in abilities, usually another Porsche. So now my oldest one plays like, well, you need to get me a Porsche. But he wants that white, the Carrera white one with the blue and red fizzle on the hood. I can't think of the car itself. Yeah, they want too much money for them now. I don't understand how a used car online is more expensive than a brand new one. Just because what? I can't get that livery anymore? The truth of it is, you can get any livery you want if you want to put the time into it. That's just it, you know. Yeah, these are beautiful liveries. You can buy these cars left and right, but you can build your own cars and make your own liveries too. Again, I don't like numbers on my cars most of the time, so none of my cars have numbers on them as of yet. Now, as I get into these proxies, maybe, you'll start seeing numbers on my cars. Now, my slot invasion truck, now it had the number 1 on it, but it wasn't because it was a race vehicle. That was just its number because I was saying slot invasion was number 1. See, there I go with that slot invasion again. No, Oscar's was great when I was building that truck. I reached out to him. I just needed a few stickers, and he really helped me out with it, and I couldn't have been happier. I was really shocked when I got the. I actually called up Shotgun Dave right after that. I was like, does he normally do this? He sent me so many stickers, and he was telling me when he was saying he was getting them together, he said he wasn't sure he had that many left. Guys, I got enough stickers here probably to keep going for. You know, if the sun was beating in this room, which there's no windows, so that's not going to happen. They can fade out, and I can keep putting them up. Now, my pit lane will be more done that way. I built a wooden. Let me just go over to it. Damn it. Not that far. It's a wooden board. I cut it down to 1 inch in height. And it's a little warped. And it kind of, my track has a low spot right there around the start point. So it kind of does a little bit of the bowing. I can't get a good angle on it from here. Let me go up a little bit. You can kind of see a little bit. But my plan is, I was trying something the other day, and I think I shared it with, it was during the day I shared it with Shotgun Dave. I was taking your wall hangers, the ones that have the little J hook, and you put a nail through the top of it, through that little double set of holes. I was straightening those out. I'll just pull it off here. And it fits right between the two tracks. Let's see if I can get it on there real quick. Not going to see much of it. Just a piece of metal. Flattened it out with a pair of pliers. And the idea was, originally, I was just going to have it on one side of the track and kind of hold it in place, and then one of the other on the other side every once so often, just so it stays in place. The idea was working, but I put a 124 car on here, and one of them was bent too far out, and the car hit it, and I lost my Oldsmobile. It looks like it's in great condition over there, sitting on the shelf, because I made it look that way, but it's in pieces. So anyway, I'm going to get some thread needle. Does that make sense? Or something similar to that, and I'm going to tap them into the center of the wood on one edge, and that way it'll slide right down between the track, and they'll be long enough to go all the way to the wood. And that way, if you hit the actual piece of wood, it won't actually just slide down the track a little bit. Yeah, it will actually hold. That's an idea. I will say more about it later. Who's leaving? Chris? Have a great week, Chris. I'm sure I'll talk to you sometime. What time? How long have I been going here? Oh, an hour and a half. I said I was only going to go an hour, but it took a little longer with the cars than I expected. I apologize for that. I won't take up too much y'all's more of your time, because actually I just want to drive some cars and go have some fun again. But I was going to get out a couple of the other Revo slots. I only have that one. I have the Porsche, obviously. I have a 510. I have I can't ever say it, Wersheimer Mercedes, and then I have one of the Toyota 1 Blackout Edition, the 100. Anyway, and the 100 is actually the worst car out of all. The Toyota is the worst one out of all of them. The other two I could always steer them. That Mercedes is the best held car on the whole freaking track. Yeah. But yeah, here's your problem when you're beginners, though. Buy all these cars, and man, It'll get you there real quick. But you got to have time to drive them all. You have to have time. As I found out now that I'm actually driving cars, how much it's not as maintenance I'm keeping up on, not tuning. Want to make sure that's clear in case Shane's listening tonight. I said that last week, and he goes, he brought up in his video. You guys all saw that, I'm sure. But yeah, so I had to do a lot of lube and oil on a lot of these that have just been sitting there. And I did it originally. It's been sitting there, and they've dried out just from sitting on a shelf. I probably have more cars than I need. But, I'll definitely say I'm a collector because I don't have any other excuse for how many cars I have. And I don't have as many as some people do. So will I stop buying them? No, probably not. I'm just going to enjoy them. And, I've been building the cars here, getting ready to buy a couple more trucks and start those after March 1st, of course, because I'm waiting for that C10. Even though I want another I want all the Chevy trucks. Well, I want all of them, but I can't buy them all at once. But I'll start with I got to get the Haas truck because the Slot Invasion truck needs some repairs on the body. It kind of cracked a couple times, not from any other than my driving sucks. So, well, that and I dropped it before I ever got on the truck the first time. How's that? Be honest with myself. Cutting boards around the track. That's kind of why my edges are all blue if you look at my track in different aspects. Yeah, that was not showing it. They're blue on the edge because there's this the blue styrofoam still showing. But sometimes I poke the screwdriver into it to hold it in place while I'm trying to get the car in the right position and everything else. But I hope you guys liked the video tonight. It was more than just sitting here looking at my face talking and yapping like I always do. I was trying to show what we all like about the hobby. Seeing cars go around the track, right? That's what it's all about. So y'all have a great evening. And I will talk at you again next week. If I don't talk to you sometime this week in somebody else's chat. Again, have a great evening. Talk to you later. Bye now.